Hey everyone, Joshua Hanlon here, and today I'm with Brandon, and we're at the Bricks and Minifigs store in Chandler, Arizona. We're going to be taking a look around at some of the cool products that they have on display, their party room, and some of the awesome stuff that you can buy when you come into this store. So we'll start with our products to the right here, and I see some neat stuff in this corner, some unique things. What is the story behind these builds?
So we opened up all of our corner cabinets to the community. Some of the kids have come in, they've brought stuff in. They'll take a tub of bulk, go home, build something, bring it back. They've got the cabinets open to display their artwork, and it's just another way to support the community.
Mm-hmm. And you see some of the sort of third-party offerings here with is that the tricked out bricks? Are those stands there as well?
Yep, the tricked out bricks, and then the stands, and then the minifigure display cases.
Gotcha.
And then right below it, we have all of our, kind of what we call our allowance shelves. Anywhere $5, $10, $15 shelves of smaller product.
Perfect. So we'll come around the corner here then, and you start to see the start of some of the minifigs that you have available in the store here, along with kind of a mix-in of other smaller sets as well. And then I love what's the story behind all of these bricks up here?
So today is actually the 100th opening of a Bricks and Minifigs store out in Red Mountain Mesa. Arizona is lucky enough to have 8 stores total, and Red Mountain will be number 7. It's been really cool. 7 of us are all tight right here in the valley. We all work together really well as far as marketing, and it's been good to actually just help build the brand. It's fun.
So you got the 7 sort of in the Phoenix area, then the 1 in Tucson is like 8 total in the state then. Yeah, that's very, very impressive. A lot of good options for Lego fans in Arizona.
It is.
But that's really neat that the bricks represent all the different cities and places that they're located. Yeah. And then what do we have here on the back walls? We start to move down. Any particular favorites? I definitely noticed the old underwater theme there is super cool with those multiple raised base plates in that set.
Yeah, that one came in a couple weeks ago. One of my favorites. Other than that, down towards the end, we have there's 2 older ships I got the other day that just blew me away. I'm in love with. Kind of takes me back to some of my childhood. Little surprised of the price for new in box at $3,100. Unfortunately, both the ones I got were both built, but still kind of cool to see some of those older sets in that good condition.
Mm-hmm. We see one ship is down here with the box as well, along with some of the minifigs in this case.
Yep. That's the smaller one, and then the bigger one's up there, and both of them came in great condition. Had all the minifigs included. Only that one had the box.
Okay, gotcha. And see the collectible minifigs here, and I like the way you do this with the clear base plates, and then it's very well lit in the cases, so the display looks really nice.
Yeah, it was one of the biggest things we started with was making sure that we had the clear base plates. One of the other stores that told us that the mirrored backs were a definite must. It adds a lot to people's photos that they're taking of the figs, things that they want, and I just love it. It adds a nice touch to the store too.
And I love the ships you pointed out, but I also wanted to mention SpongeBob here, which is not a theme you see represented very often. Not a lot of sets made in that theme. I think it's something that a lot of Lego fans would like to see Lego revisit. SpongeBob's still very popular today, so for me, what I love is the colors, and you look around at the array of sets you have here, and the colors of that set really stand out.
Yeah. That one I was really surprised to get. We actually got that one. We found that in a Ziploc bag inside of one of our bulk buys. And then one of my employees, Eli, had kind of just went through it, was able to source it all and get it all put back together. Almost all the parts were there when he put it back together, and then once again was blown away just by what that set runs.
I'm always interested in seeing like all the Mario figures there and the very Mario pieces and how stuff like that sells. So what is the response with people coming in and looking at those products?
So unfortunately, the Mario stuff doesn't sell really well. I've gotten, one of the other stores gave me a great idea, and they're selling them like crazy. And they're sourcing all the pieces out of their carts, out of their bulk to make little carts. And then they're selling them as like Mario Kart characters, and they can't keep them in stock at this point. So that's a project that me and my team are going to be working on in the coming week here. Start sourcing all the bulk and then building the carts for.
Do you have much of that collaboration like you were just talking about with other stores and kind of sharing ideas? And is that a regular occurrence with the other Bricks and Minifigs stores?
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the things I love the most about this brand is having that support, whether it's locally with the 7 stores or just on a national basis. One of the stores I collaborate with the most is in Lubbock, Texas. We bounce ideas off each other nonstop, and it's got a couple in in some other parts of the country, and it's just nice to have that support.
Very cool. And we get to the Star Wars case down here. Always impressive to see so many different Star Wars minifigs on display. So what are some of your favorites in here right now?
My favorite was the Darth Revan polybag that we had a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
That lasted about 45 minutes. Other than that, my Luke with the blue milk polybag is probably my next favorite. We last weekend was International Week, Lego Day. We got just blasted because we did buy one get one half off. So our minifigs just got shot. Worried about trying to recoup and get them back up, and it never fails. Somebody shows up yesterday with about 300 minifigs, with one buy, another buy with had about 150 Star Wars figs. So it's crazy how you can just go from halfway empty to trying to get back up on top real quick.
Do those kind of bulk lots usually come with like the sets as well, or will people just bring in just the minifigs sometimes?
Sometimes both. Yesterday they were both buys were literally all just minifigs, and they were all ziplocked individually with the set numbers on them. Or with not the set number, with the minifig number on them, and it made it easy for the buy. But it's nice. It's rare to see it like that. Usually they're mismatched in a different form.
Mm-hmm. And you can see the Sydney Opera House here, so another set. You don't see that often. I like to see that represented though, but very, very large. I'm sure it's difficult to find a place to display like this, or even these larger Star Wars sets below it here.
Yeah. The AT-AT actually is a funny story. One of the pieces I had sourced before I opened the store. I didn't know the legs folded or moved, so when I bought it, I put it in like a trunk in the back of the car, thinking it would stand up. Literally made it around the first corner, and I could hear the whole thing just fall in the back of the car. Had my son sit here and put it all back together when we opened, and luckily we have it back, and now just waiting for someplace for it to go.
There we go. Until then, it's looking nice down there. Now in this corner back here, you've got a lot of retired sets, so that's always cool to see some of the more kind of unique offerings here. What are some of your favorites that you have in stock right now?
Where was it? I'm trying to remember I don't remember. There it is. Believe it or not, the Cosmic Cardboard Adventure one. It was one of the gifts with purchase.
Yeah.
I just think it's really cute and it's pretty cool. Something completely different.
It's a little set from the old Shell collab that Lego used to have. The Shell gas stations.
I had like 5 of those come in the other day. The guy brought 5 of them, and they lasted minutes. Mm-hmm. Pretty much the same thing. So we have a Lego store, actual Legos brick and mortar store around the corner, and I work really well with them. They're constantly sending people over, and they get a lot of the gift with purchase. So some of the employees will, if they get them for free, they'll bring them over, and work out deals with them. They freight them up, but it works out good.
Perfect. And now we can turn our attention to the Build a Minifig area here, and you can see the incredible array of options you have for minifigs that you can put together.
Yep. This is always, before I got into the Bricks and Minifigs and found out what they were a couple years back, I didn't understand what the whole obsession was with minifigs. And now that I own one, it's really cool to see all the different people and how, I have people that'll come spend hours just sitting here going through them, building things, and leave with 2 or 3 and happy as can be. And I think it's just pretty cool. Just see the creativity.
For sure. And what are these displays over here?
So this is a brick shell. Honestly, probably one of my favorite displays. I unfortunately probably spend a little bit too much on them myself personally. He does a great job with the acrylic he uses. It's one of the few that I've seen where the wall mount minifig or the Walmart car ones, the front's actually magnet on them instead of being a solid screw. And then the backgrounds, I can't talk enough about how the backgrounds are all laser printed, and they're clean. It's super nice. So I love them. They sell really well. So.
Yeah, I think people are always looking for display solutions for, so especially minifigs, which just can add up so quickly. And it's like I want to display these in some cool way. So
yeah, he has an artisan line that I'm getting ready to pull the trigger on, but we have the big Disney castle. So he has a solid case, the display case for that Disney castle. And it's amazing. So we're probably going to get that, put it in the store, and then just do different little hide minifigs in it, and different challenges throughout the week.
Sure. And here you can see a lot more sealed stuff on this side. So we saw a lot of kind of the used offerings earlier, but you of course have a large selection of sealed sets as well.
Yep. Sealed sets are definitely great. They're definitely a draw. It's something we do sell quite a bit of. Our biggest, the biggest thing we end up seeing go is the used sets and the minifigs. My favorite line on the new sets is definitely Technic. I love Star Wars as a whole. I never got into building it.
Yeah, but you've got the city stuff here. You of course have Marvel and lots of Friends down here. It's always incredible to see what they're doing with the Friends line these days. There's so many fantastic sets and designs, and then the colors there, and I think just really unique things that you aren't getting in some of the other themes.
Yeah. The latest one they came out with, that Friends set with the big house. I actually really like that one. I think the architecture on it, the design, I think it's really cool. I'm hoping that's kind of more along the line that Friends is going. A lot of their sets are a lot of really cool colors, but they're simple. That one seems to be a lot different builds, got some different build techniques. I think would be a really cool direction if Lego Dens would go in that way.
And what do you keep in these display cases over here?
So there's some more of our allowance shelves. We have like a $20 and a $15 shelf over here. Some of our premium bulk, we sell plants. I get a lot of mock builders that come in, and they're looking for just that. They'll spend hours at my bulk tables, but there's a lot of little pieces that it's just hard to find, and it's nice to be able to just grab.
Yeah. You can see the tremendous amount of pieces in the bulk tables over here, and if you're trying to dig through for like a small like plant piece or something, it's just going to take a lot longer.
Yeah. Yep.
What types of pieces do you kind of keep here in terms of? It looks like it's one all Bionicle over there.
Yeah. I actually have one all Bionicle. It's dwindled down. We've had it full a couple times, and we've dwindled. It goes so quick. I'll post it. Usually within a couple days, it's just shot. All the rest of our bulk, it's pretty much anything you can think of. I personally enjoy destroying stuff in the bulk. You can see there's a lot of different things we threw in here. I had a customer here the other day. I threw from across the other side of the room, it was a UCS Phase 1, or the first generation X-Wing.
Oh, wow.
It just launched it across the room. It hit the thing and just splattered everywhere. It was enjoyable.
This is how you entertain yourself.
It is. I had a couple people show up coming to get the pieces. The first guy was here, ended up piecing the whole thing out of it, one of my regulars, and said he got it to like 95% at this point. I'm like, that's good. So.
And then there's some more other space here with the roller coaster, and then more display cases. Is this also just kind of more of those specific type pieces?
Yeah, more of the some of the premium bulk, the animals, stuff like that. Roller coaster, that loop roller coaster is pretty cool. Believe it or not, I think that's actually the third one I've got since I've been open a month. I had one that I brought in when I started the store. A guy bought it Christmas Eve, and then I've had two more come in since then. So we got one that we've got built, we're selling, and then we have one in a certified set.
I love the vase designs here. I know the botanical stuff is always very popular these days. So what's the story behind that?
So this is one of our local lugs, cactus brick, that we work with. This is a collection Stephanie brought in a couple weeks ago just to display. Just some of the real simple things that you can do with just a little bit of imagination. It doesn't have to be some big elaborate design. It could be something as small as a heart, as the blue crystal, the Lego logo. It doesn't take a lot to do something no, pretty and creative.
So one of the really cool displays at the store is this custom dinosaur Jurassic Park type display. And I've got one of the builders with me here. So if you want to introduce yourself and tell us about what this layout is.
Hello, my name is Peter, DinoPete87 on Instagram and Twitch. Yes, this was 3 of our club members from the local lug cactus brick. The store asked us to put on a small display, so we pretty much like have one of our smaller ones that's 3x6 mils or base plates. We created the visitor center. When we try to do these kind of things, we try not to include sets because we really want kids and adults to come in here and like get inspired by it. So we try not to do sets while still trying to like create iconic moments from the Jurassic Park movie. Like we have the T-Rex eating the goat, we have the Gallimimus flocking scene, we have Nedry escaping towards the E-Stocks over there. The only thing that's like not from the Jurassic Park is the Genetics Center, which was something that I created myself, including a lot of like little fun minifigures. Like we have Beaker and Doc Brown hidden inside there for people to find and look in.
I like all the big windows there, so you can kind of explore floor by floor and start to pick out the details a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is a really neat idea. So how long do you guys rotate displays in and out of the store here, or how does that typically work?
This is something new that we're doing this year. So this is going to be here for probably 3 or 4 months, and then while it's here, we're building something else, and we're going to exchange it out.
See some more of the products you've got, as well as your party room.
Okay.
What is the story behind the painting here?
So I've been building since I was about 8, and I love some of the classic stuff. I know the space, and then kind of leading into the castle, but the space was always my theme. I had all of it. I loved it, and it's always one of those things that have stuck with me. I have a friend of mine, Sarah. I commissioned her to do this painting for me, and it was just I wanted basically just surrounded around just a generic blue spaceman just kind of walking through space, and it worked out perfect spot right here behind the trade counter.
No, it looks great. So this is the counter where if somebody comes in to like sell or trade, is this typically where they'll go?
Yep. I seem to be spending most of my day here. At this point, I'm the only one that's been doing the trades. I'm training one of my other employees to do it, but it's pretty consistent with the amount of trades. I seem to spend most of my days standing behind here.
What is that process like in terms of finding, an employee who can? I guess you obviously have to have such like a wide level of knowledge with so many Lego products and that sort of training process.
Yep. I try to make it pretty simple. The bigger issue or the bigger challenge is taking a look at something and trying to offer a fair price. A price that is going to help, keep the business running, but also doesn't offend the customer. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the tough balance. We've seemed to have found that really well. We got a lot of customers that will trade and continue to trade consistently with us. So it's just kind of teaching that with my employee, and he's coming along pretty well. So I'm helping to step out a couple days and not have to do trades all the time.
Nice. Yeah. Then you've got a few cool things back here. Obviously, the Millennium Falcon right here, which is for sale. But then some of these other unique things. So what's the story behind these displays?
So the little pieces here and here, just little things that have come in. I just kind of threw up there for whatever reason. The Lego minifigure behind. I just loved that piece. I brought it in, and I've had some of the different people come in and sign it. Some of the different celebrities or whatever that have been in the store sign it. My favorite piece is the phone underneath there. Michelle from season 2 Lego Master. She came to my grand opening, and that was one of her pieces that I've always liked. She does a lot of the old retro toys, like Rock'em Sock'em Robot, the phone. And I basically pestered her to let me have one or to sell me one of them, and she surprised me before she left and sold me one. Even went to the extent of getting an authentication certificate and everything else. So it's a one-of-one piece of art. It's something that she's had since she kind of started getting out of when she came out of Lego Master and started going forward. So pretty cool. I like it. Got her to sign it, got her to leave it for me. Just nice little add to the store.
That's fantastic. Now we'll head into the party room here. And so this is a great space where you can hold all sorts of events. How are you typically using this space on a weekly basis here?
So on a weekly basis, we're hosting birthday parties. We've actually been hosting a few during the week. And then weekends have been staying really busy. We've started branching out and doing some events, some separate events. Like we got a Valentine's event coming up in a couple weeks. We're going to start doing some daytime homeschooling, like STEM classes, a couple other things like that, just to kind of utilize everything we can. So, otherwise, right now, Madison, one of my employees, is certifying a set. So this is a Ferrari that had been sitting on the shelf. I had 2 of them at that time. So she's taking it apart piece by piece and making sure everything's back. We go to the extent of actually numbering the bag, just as if you were to buy it. So everything is in bag 1, 2, 3, and 4, just as if you were to buy it brand new. We'll throw it back in there with the instructions, seal it up, and then sell it at less than what you would pay at either an MSRP or something like that. So
that's a really neat idea, though, because if you're following the instructions, you still want those pieces kind of broken up like they came in the original set. So that's really nice. Yeah.
She literally starts takes the full set and really just works backwards on the instructions. So she starts at the back, takes the pieces off, puts it in the bag, and then just goes all the way to the front. So,
not easy with some of those Technic models, especially.
This is the first Technic she's done, so we'll see if she still loves doing that part of it as much. So, but it's crazy. We've sold a ton of them, and out of all the ones we've sold, I've had one set come back that was missing like one tiny little piece, and we were able to source it out of both.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's like I say 99.9% accurate every time. So.
And then is this a Minifigs bins for the parties in here?
Yep. We just actually had a party not too long ago, like a couple hours ago. So part of the birthday parties, they'll do minifig maker. Every kid gets to make a minifig that comes, and then they get to take their minifig home with them, and then they go into doing the races, and then the food and birthday presents and stuff like that. So it's pretty fun. I've actually had I have 3 people that are adults that are wanting to do their birthday parties here. So it's,
we've definitely heard that from other stores.
And I don't blame it. So I'm going to find a way to theme it a little bit more towards the adult. Maybe build a bigger set or something. But yeah, that'll be fun.
How do people reach out if someone is interested in having an event in here? What's the best way to reach you guys to set that up?
So we can take calls. They can call me. Website's the easiest. We go to our website, the Bricks Minifigs, Chandler, Arizona, and there's a Calendly link, and just schedule it on there and put the deposit down, and it's the easiest way to do it right there. Or if old-fashioned, just call and reach out. And
Perfect.
Work it that way.
Well, we've seen a ton of amazing stuff in the store here. If people want to kind of continue to follow you online, you mentioned the website, but where are you kind of most active on social media? What's the best places to keep up with the store?
Instagram and Facebook is definitely our most popular. We are constantly updating that every day. We've been doing some random sporadic events, like with Bulk Smash. We did Bucket Deal the other day, buy a bucket for $20 and then refill it every day for $15, or as much as you want for $15. It's about a gallon's worth of bulk. So we just do all that kind of stuff. We update it constantly on Instagram. So Instagram for Chandler, Arizona, Bricks and Minifigs, or Facebook is the easiest thing. We just started doing some. Not Twitch, but the
like TikTok.
TikTok, yeah.
Okay,
See,
gotcha.
that's how much it was. We just started doing some TikTok. As a matter of fact, that's the first one. The first video I did was me launching that X-wing into the.
Hey, that's some good content. Launching and destroying Lego is something I always enjoy.
So yeah, let's keep up. There's always stuff on there and some fun content.
Perfect. Well, we'll make sure to have a link in the description for everyone watching this video. You can click that to find the website and more of the social media links as well. If you're ever in the Chandler, Arizona area, make sure to stop by this store. I mentioned you saw them on Beyond the Brick, and check everything out here. Lots of fantastic people. It's been great to meet some of the employees here today as well. So I think you've got a great team, and I can't wait to see more of what you do in the future. Thank you.
Sounds
Appreciate
good.
it.
Thanks, Josh.